All right, guys, crypto market update. Let's get straight into it. We will begin with Bitcoin. Not a whole lot has changed since yesterday, to be completely honest. We're still just ranging. I feel like this range, just the way things are looking, is going to be invalid fairly quickly. I feel like we're going to sweep all these lows and, yeah, just deviate this range where, as I said it yesterday, this is no longer going to be the main range, and we're going to be looking at this as a potential new range creation. So yeah, expect something like this, but we haven't got a confirmation just yet, so we're remaining patient. Contextually speaking, still bearish on the hour. So yeah, just be patient, guys. Not a whole lot happening at the moment for Bitcoin. And then yeah, USDT dominance the same. So contextually speaking, we'll still look for models, see what we get. ETH has actually done okay. I don't mind this, so we'll see if we can get a potential pullback somewhere in here. This is going to be my extreme liquidity right here. Boom. Like, once again, there's no real reason for ETH to go higher. It's mitigated this supply, and then even this refined supply in here has also been mitigated. So if we do that, there you go. So yeah, price has no reason to go high, but to sweep this extreme liquidity. So this is ETH at the moment. There is supply here, so just something to pay attention to. Perfect. In terms of a supply POI, the reason I have selected this is because it is perfectly situated at that tab 1. So if price does happen to, as much as there is extreme liquidity up here, if we do happen to start, creating more liquidity here coming up, if we get a mitigation and a strong break, I'm happy to enter this. I'll be entering it. It depends on the break, but 2.25 to 0.5% risk, just because there is liquidity above, which can get grabbed. So there, if we do mitigate supply here and break, there is room of error still. So just something to be mindful of. But yeah, this is the pre-planning for ETH. So we will see what happens. Virtual, let's have a look. I think it's pretty evident to see what range I'm looking for now when it comes to virtual. Right here. Lovely liquidity below. In terms of our POIs here, let's zoom in and have a look. Yeah, so this is my extreme liquidity right here. Pretty happy with this POI. So yeah, virtual is looking semi-decent for a potential distribution setup here. Nice liquidity here. Really, really nice liquidity here. Yeah. I like how this looks. Beautiful. Sui not as nice. Definitely not as nice. Well, we've kind of mitigated everything there was to mitigate. If anything, we can look at this as a potential range creation. which is still like a while away from being confirmed. So just be patient there for when it comes to Sui. Perfect. XMR, let's have a look there. Yeah, we have swept liquidity, we have broken structure. There is more liquidity below, so this kind of remains as is. I'm just gonna be patient here when it comes to XMR. Not gonna try to rush anything. Awesome. Sol. Yeah, this range is now invalid. Not really interested in the Sol price action anymore. All the potential movements have kind of been invalidated. Let's have a look at Fartcoin. Yeah, not a whole lot that I'm interested in Sol at the moment. Yeah, Fartcoin, this higher time frame range is still at play, and we do have demand below. So just be patient there. Not a whole lot has changed. BNB, I'm just not liking this range anymore. Yeah. Not too much of a fan. Yeah, I'm going to let BNB do its thing. I'm only looking for clean ranges, guys. I've said it before, and I will continue saying it time and time again. If a range takes like too long for you to like pinpoint, like, oh, yeah, we might be able to just work with this, then it's not going to be a good range. Ranges should be clean and easy to spot. If they're not clean and not easy to spot, then it's most likely not going to work out for you. Same thing. Aave, not a whole lot that I'm interested in at the moment. We'll see what happens here. The only thing I don't like about this is that there's just no demand that we can bounce from. Everything is we've just got liquidity, nice liquidity. So just be mindful there. Link's looking okay. It has obviously already deviated the range, and it's deviated it twice. So just something to be mindful of there. And then you've obviously got your you've got extreme supply in here, and you do have liquidity above the supply. Same thing, just be mindful of. Perfect. Yeah, we'll just be patient here and see what happens. So far, I don't mind the build up here at the lows. So let's see, we can move Link towards the top. All this has been mitigated as well. So once again, there's not much more reason for price to go higher. That's been mitigated as well. Yeah, nice. There's another range. We can monitor Link. I think we were on Cake. Okay, this is now invalid. yeah, in terms of cake at the moment, I'm not interested in the price action. Just be a bit more patient. You know what? We will move this across. Awesome. Pepe. Move that across. Same thing for Pepe, not interested in the price action. We have supply here, but I feel like it has been mitigated on the lower time frame. We will obviously validate this. Ever so slightly, but there is still quite a bit of inefficiency left. Yeah. Valid supply, very valid supply. I like how this looks. We'll set our alert here, which showcases where the rest of the inefficiency lies. Awesome. And yeah, that's it for Doge. Don't need to overcomplicate it. Nothing's really shaping up at the moment. Litecoin has mitigated supply. Yeah, this is kind of, it's kind of it really. Could look at this potentially. It's not the cleanest, but it's something. Let's see what it looks like on the lower time frames. We do have this 10-minute OBIF, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't think it's going to get mitigated. Maybe there's some extreme liquidity in here. Okay, this is our extreme liquidity. Okay, we will move this up. That is Litecoin. Hype. It's moving up. Swept liquidity. That's kind of it for Hype. Nothing of interest to me. We do have this high time frame distribution, which could actually play out. So let's see. Timing wise, from tap 1 to 2, we have 14 days, almost 15 days. We'll say 15 days. And then from tap 2 to present, 13 days. Okay, so we kind of have 2 more days for this for price to move up. So we'll see how the move up does occur. XLM is pumping. Running through lovely liquidity here. Like, just this liquidity alone, just know price is going to flush down sooner or later. So it's an awkward pair because there's no real ranges forming at the moment. So we could either just completely dump back down, or eventually we like start forming some distribution. I feel like if we don't do it here, it's good chance we might distribute at this next supply. So let's be patient and see, but just know that liquidity below is lovely. It looks beautiful. So that is XLM. Render, not too interested in it. Same thing, liquidity below, supply above. Tau as well, not too interested in the price action here. With maybe we get some sort of extended tap. Although I would not necessarily count on it. Valid supply right here. And there's also some supply above. So we have a few supply POIs above us. But it's technically a confirmed model. So just be aware there. And we'll see if we get a pullback here. I would say, like, if you've been watching my videos, this is a very common occurrence that we do get that Model 1 going into a Model 2. It happens more often than not. So whenever you see a confirmed Model 1, especially in crypto, from what I've noticed, like, we can tend to pull back, mitigate this, and then dump. So we'll move with towards the top. Alerts are set. Pump. I kind of want to see a Model 1 here. We've also accumulated here at the lows. So at the moment, I wouldn't be looking to short this because there's also no return to zone. We have mitigated demand, that's fine, but yeah, I need to see more of a return to zone. And we're also sort of accumulating here locally. So just be wary with Pump Fund. I wouldn't rush to short it. Quant isn't doing a whole lot at the moment. XRP as well, not a whole lot. Bitcoin Cash, there she is. Deviated. Trump, maybe. Maybe we come in and create this like slightly higher time frame range. We'll see. And Asta hasn't been giving us much. So yeah, to summarize, expect lower in crypto. We're still focusing on this range in Bitcoin, but just expect it might become invalid quite soon. And other than that, yeah, we're keeping a close eye on Virtual. Nice little model forming here. Sui in the process as well. Link, we're looking for a tap 3 confirmation. Litecoin, tap 3 confirmation. XMR doing its thing. So yeah, there's a few things happening in the crypto space, so keep an eye out there. And yeah, that's it for today, for today's crypto update. Keep an eye out for my Forex update later on. And other than that, yeah, stay disciplined. Enjoy your day, guys, and I will catch you all later. Peace. Oos.